When Jurgen Klopp arrived in England, he professed surprise at the fascination with gegen pressing, the modish style of play he had popularised at Borussia Dortmund. Why, he asked, were the English so taken by it, given that it was essentially a development of the style that had dominated English football in the 80s? Klopp stands as the high priest of gegenpressing, although his example has been followed at Dortmund by Thomas Tuchel, while the theory is a key tenet of such coaches as Pep Guardiola, Marcelo Bielsa and Mauricio Pochettino. Pressing developed in the 60s in the USSR and in the Netherlands, and was characterised by multiple players closing down the man with the ball. That inevitably left other players free, but the reasoning was that didn't matter because a player under pressure would be unable to hit a long, accurate pass to find an unmarked teammate. It spread to become a defining feature of British and Scandinavian football by the mid-70s. Gegenpressing is a development aimed specifically at winning the ball back as soon as it has been lost. A player who has just won the ball is vulnerable because he may still be getting the ball under control. He has just expended energy in the challenge and he may not have had time to fully appreciate the distribution of his teammates and opponents on the pitch. There are variations. Some coaches, Jupp Heynckes in his days at Bayern for instance, send one man to the ball while others close down potential recipients of the pass. Klopp tends to surround the man with the ball, and Guardiola seems to prefer blocking the passing lanes between the man in possession and potential recipients. But all rely on speed and organisation, looking to panic the man on the ball and regain possession as quickly and as high up the pitch as possible, countering the counter-attack. The biggest problem for all of them is knowing when to stop, when a team should stop hunting the ball and should fall back into defensive shape. So effective has the tactic been that the proportion of open play goals scored on the counter-attack in the Champions League has almost halved in the last decade. In practice, gegenpressing is often targeted. In the recent game against Tottenham, for instance, Liverpool made a clear point of sending their forwards to close down the central defenders, looking to force a pass to Danny Rose at fullback, who was then hounded en masse. Rose presumably had been identified as the fullback slightly less comfortable on the ball, and was vulnerable because with the goal line behind him and the touchline to his left, he is cornered. This is why Louis van Gaal discourages his sides from playing out through the fullback. Gegenpressing has been made far more sophisticated by data analysis and can reveal the innate passing structures of opponents and pinpoint flaws. With players fitter than they've ever been and able to press harder and for longer than ever before, gegenpressing is the style of the age. Traditionally, Newcastle United were one of the most successful clubs in England. Under Mike Ashley, however, things have changed.